Greg's younger sister. What an incredible honor it is for me to stand before you tonight as we gather to celebrate the athletic achievement of my brother Greg. His induction into the Waltham High School Athletic Hall of Fame recognizes his remarkable athletic abilities as well as his unwavering spirit and determination. Sorry, you said about emotional. I had to read this 5 or 6 times to try not to cry during this, so hopefully I can get through it without crying. It could also be said that this spirit and determination shaped and characterized his attitude and engagement in life from a young age through today. Growing up, we played a lot of games, both physical, such as baseball, basketball, and croquet, as well as mental games like cards and board games. To say that we were competitive would be an understatement. I remember the countless family games of croquet we played on the beach at Point of Pines, and the card games we played in the evening around the table, as well as long days playing the game of Risk. Those days were lessons in logic, strategy, and perseverance. Greg's determination to claim victory taught me the importance of hard work and dedication. It's hard to believe that more than 40 years ago, Greg set the school record for the mile in boys track, a record that has recently been broken. His name may no longer stand alone at the top of the leaderboard, but his impact is etched in the hearts of those who witnessed his incredible journey, and it will continue to inspire generations to come. Each time someone breaks a record, it's a reminder that the pursuit of excellence is a journey that never truly ends. Your induction into the Hall of Fame to track, Greg, isn't just recognition of your past, it's a celebration of your lifelong commitment to excel, to improve, and to inspire those around you. Here are a few highlights from Greg's high school athletic days. Greg never ran cross country or indoor track until high school. He became a top half-miler as a sophomore. Coach Lee Gold called Greg all-purpose Platt. He was able to run any distance. With a boys track team lacking depth, he would compete in multiple events during a meet. He might run the mile and the 1,000, and then the mile relay. In the coach's Harvard Invitational Indoor Track Meet, Gould put him in the mile, and Greg cruised from 4th place to 2nd place, then hit the track's inside rim and fell. He still finished with a time of 4 minutes and 31 seconds. I guess that was a good time. And meet against Weymouth North, not only did Greg run and win the 2-mile, he earned points for the team in the high jump, and then he ran the second leg of the relay. The relay team won that race, which ended up giving the Hawks its first team meet victory that year. At another meet, he competed and won the triple jump. As Coach Gould said, all-purpose Platt. There are other meets and events we could talk about and quotes from the local papers from back in the day, but in the interest of time, I won't torture you with those details. Greg didn't just run races, he trained for them. He strategized and poured his heart into every stride. Greg's achievements in track were not just the result of God-given talent, they were a product of the countless hours he invested in preparing, the sacrifices he made, and the sheer grit he displayed. Those family games set the stage and forged a strong foundation of resilience in all of us, pushing us to be our very best in sports and in life. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor, Greg. May your story continue to inspire, just as you have inspired me and so many others through your life. Now, from the outstanding class of 1982, please welcome my brother, Greg Platt.
over? Perfect, thank you.
I do things the old school way. I have paper and type it up. So thank you, Vicki, for the kind introduction and your words. I appreciate that very much. Thank you also to the committee for merely considering me, let alone selecting me for this honor. Truly appreciate it very much. Thank you. These words are probably not going to be very traditional, but so bear with me. Waltham is today probably a great place, but in particular in the 70s when I grew up, Waltham was a thriving and young community. There were a lot of kids my age at that time. In fact, the class I graduated with in 1982 was probably one of the largest classes in the school's history. If I remember right, somewhere over 830 or so kids graduated from that class that year, which provided a lot of opportunities for us as we grew up. Like many of my contemporaries, we roamed throughout the city, playing pickup sports or whatever vacant lot or fields that we could find. And it was not, the same sport every time. Whether it was street hockey, pickup football, baseball, we did many different things, and I think that kind of fostered our passion to try, and wherever your talents took you, you just continued, and we were blessed that way. At the same time, Waltham was full of adults that took an interest in the youth and were very civic-minded. So there were opportunities every season to play organized sports as well, not just for the school system, but in the community as well. And that's really where I began to develop as an athlete. Starting probably at about 6 or 7 years old, Nipamar baseball was a thriving thing, and I have to just remember a few of the coaches that touched my time and helped me grow not only as a person but to learn life skills as well. And so bear with me, not a lot of these are running folks, but they still had a great impact. Nipamar baseball, at 7-year-old, I had a great coach, Bob Monica, Mr. John Juicy, Rusty Vanderlyn, that spent 6 years developing me and a number of other young baseball players, and from chasing daisies in the fields to actually learning skills and becoming pretty good athletes. And I see many of the guys in the room that played with me back in those days, and I think you probably all testify to the impact that the baseball had on us starting at such a young age. I also was part of the Waltham Boys Club swimming team at the time. And I want to give a thanks to Coach Howard, who allowed me as a youngster, I think I was probably 10 or 11 years old, to lead the calisthenics from time to time and really work the older kids who loved to complain when I made them do leg lifts and my counting was too slow. And Coach Howard would all yell at them for trying to get me to count faster, and just really say that, if Greg is doing it at his age, then you guys should be doing it too. And so he taught me the value of leading by example and doing the things that you're asking others to do, which in my military career was part and parcel to daily life. And then I gave up swimming to play basketball, and unfortunately my physical characteristics didn't take me too far in basketball, but I enjoyed basketball. I still love to play basketball even to today. And I'd give a thanks to a guy named Wayne Cook. I think many of you know Wayne. He was very instrumental in the Ecumenical Church League, and then starting up the Inner City Basketball League, with which I played for him as my coach, and then as he was a mentor for many years, and so I just want to say thanks to Wayne for his decades of work within that community, and I believe still serving today in that regard. And of course, comes the Waltham track. I did start track later in terms of school sports. I didn't become a full-time track athlete until my junior year. Coach Gould got a hold of me though, and he was a great encouragement and mentor from day one, and I really appreciated the times that he spent with me and the many stories and lessons that he shared. It was not just about running for him, it was about life, and it was truly impactful to me. Also, Coach Greg Sabian and Lions, they came in more towards my senior year, but they recognized a little something in me. They pushed me hard, made me do some things that improved my speed that I probably wasn't too receptive to, but they knew the right thing for me, and I appreciate them working with me on that. And then lastly, I would not have been able to accomplish some of the things without the help of Coach Joe Tranchita. Although he spent most of his time with the ladies teams, and he had a phenomenal group of lady athletes at the time, national champions, they were just superstars all around. But he brought me under his wing, and even though he had a full-time job working with them, he took me aside and got me to compete in some events that I would never have even dreamed of participating in, that led to the Junior Olympics event, and so I appreciate that. But he taught me about visualizing the event that you were about to set on, and the psychological aspects of running, which was really kind of a game changer to strategize the terrain, where to move, when to move, who your competitors are. And it was first coach that sat down that deeply with me on doing that, and I truly appreciated that. And of course, I can't thank enough the crew that I was blessed to run with, all the team members and running mates I had over the years. And for those guys that came out tonight, I'm shocked that you came out, and I appreciate it truly for you to take that time and effort to come out and be part of tonight. But yeah, your camaraderie, your willingness to run in any weather, Boston, rain, snow, sleet, summer heat and humidity. It was a 7-day-a-week, 365-day kind of event, and you guys are the ones that made every step of the way worthwhile. So thank you very much. Closing, thanks again to the committee for this honor. Appreciate it, and thank you all for coming out and sharing this special night.